Good Thursday morning. It is Thursday, May 13th. It is the last day, I think it's the 13th. It's the 14th, you guys. The 14th. Our last day of frogs. Is this right? Yes. So this morning we are going to start off with this writing prompt. It should be in our phonics packet. The words that they need to copy are right here. I see the tadpole, I see the toad, I see the lily pad, I see the fly, and they just write those on the line right here. So that is pretty easy peasy. In Bible today, we are going to retell the story. So I just use the little pieces to retell. And then Math 14.4, we are talking about the months of the year, which your children should be able to sing all the months of the year and count them. So let's see. So we're going to do again, my number is 7. Please tell me 2 more, or please tell me 2 less. Practice writing numbers. I'm going to say a number between 0 and 20, and they're going to write it. Then I'm going to say numbers 0 through 100, and they're going to write them on the dry erase board. And then we'll do shape cards. I have 3 equal sides. What am I? I picked 5 apples, 2 lemons, and 3 oranges. How many pieces of fruit did I pick in all? And then we're going to talk about, let's see, it's really hard to do it. Read aloud. How do you say it, Jessie Bear by Nancy Carlstrom. So we're going to read that book and talk about the months of the year. And then sing a song about the months of the year. And then we're just going to match them based on what they're known for. And I know that these are not 100% accurate, and they're not, I don't want to say accurate, they're not entirely accepted in the Slavic community, but this is the curriculum, and I'm sorry, and you might have to help your child out because they're not things that maybe your family recognizes that month for. For example, for April, it is an Easter egg. For December, it is a reindeer in a hat. You know, and those are things that you probably don't correlate the months to, but a lot of society does, and so that is the symbol being used for this. And I do apologize, but it's just making sure they understand matching up like what kind of season, what kind of holiday is in that month. So they're just going to draw a line from January, and January, let's see. January is the snowman. So just draw a line to the snow. February is known for love, so draw a line to the heart. So just like that, and then on the back is subtraction facts. Finally, we've had a lot of addition subtracts this week, or a lot of addition facts this week. Sorry. So that's 14.4. The clock numbers are for the clock, which I'll get to in a second. All right, so we are going to start learning how to tell time. So let me kind of fill this in for 15.5. All right, so we have the number cards through 12, 1 through 12, and these are for them to practice on. And so we just lay these out in a circle on the table, or you can use a hula hoop, or you can use a piece of string, or you can cut out a circle. It's just to get them to visualize. And I'll show you kind of what. Whew, I feel a sneeze. So just like this right here, rather than practice like that, looking at it. So life-size clock by drawing a circle on the whiteboard or a hula hoop. Use the clock number cards. Place the black dot in the middle of the clock, but this time do not put any hands on the clock. So we're going to motion using fingers. We're just going to go through 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, all the way back to 12, okay? Have the students stand up and use their arms to create motion going around the clock as they state the numbers while you're singing the song. What time is it? Lyrics are included. And then draw just an hour hand to 2 o'clock and state the purpose of the hour hand. We're focusing just on the hour hand, okay? And then they have their own clock here that they can use. And usually I stick it in the dry erase pouch. I didn't want to give out the dry erase pouches, I'm sorry, because I have a lot of parents not responding to me about returning sight word folders and snap cubes and dry erase boards. So I really don't want to add to the loss of supplies. So I'm really sorry that some parents ruined it for everybody. So we are just working on the hour hand. We're not introducing the minute hand at all until next week. And what time is it? This song goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What time is it? What time is it? Please, could you tell me the time? It's 1 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's 7 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So it's just that. And then we're just going to do the hour hand. So we're just going to practice, and I'm going to show them that there's two different, clocks, and this is how we write. I think on here they just have to draw the hand. So they're just going to draw an arrow, a little arrow, to the 12, to the 3, to the 7, just for the hour hand. And then we have subtraction facts on the back. If we have time this morning, then we will do the Very Hungry Caterpillar, and we will use our cards, and Miss Heather will say something like, if today is Sunday, what will tomorrow be? If today is Saturday, what was yesterday? Okay, so stuff like that, using the cards that we cut out and colored yesterday. And then for literacy, we are quickly reading The Life Cycle of the Frog, and then we are reading our fiction text, I Don't Want to Be a Frog, and then we are doing this page of our book, which is the Frog Life Cycle. We are just going to quickly write about the frog life cycle, and then we have our skill assessment on the back, and our skill assessment questions are as follows. Give me 1 second because I have so many different screens up. Next to the tiger, please write the word. Where are our sight words, Miss Heather? Please write the word shop. 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 Next to the tiger, please write the word shop. And then next to the zebra, please write the word flag. 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 And just do your best to sound it out. Parents, please do not help because this is something that your child needs to be able to do on their own. And if you're helping them, you're not being fair to Miss Heather's assessment or to your child's assessment, which we will be able to tell when we do assessments in a couple weeks and your child has no idea what's going on. Next to the monkey, please change the beginning sounds in wig to the letter P. P. So wig instead of w-ig, please change it to p-ig. And circle the word that matches the new word. And next to the lion, please circle the step that comes after the frog egg hatches. Please circle the step that shows what happens or what step comes after the frog leg hatching. Okay? And then we are going to, after lunch, which today's kind of a short day because one of my kids has a really long appointment this morning. We're going to finish our All About Frogs book. So we are going to be on, we have a lot. We have a lot of writing to do this afternoon because we have to finish step 4, and then we need to frog versus toad. Life cycle of frog we're doing this morning, and then label it we will do this morning too, which I don't know where my label it is, but they have their label it. So we're going to do frog versus toad. What's the difference between a frog versus toad? Which was in our book. You can also look at YouTube videos. This we'll do this morning, life cycle of frogs, so that'll be done. Step 4 is frogs, and so we're just going to quickly do step 4 frogs. And then page number 7 is label it, which for me was on the back of my listen and draw. But it's just where we label the parts of the frog. And that looks like, and then our poem, of course, is 5 Little Speckled Frogs, which we will do in the morning. So your label it page should look like this. It should look like this. So we're just going to label the body, the eyes, the webbed feet, the legs, and the mouth of a frog and color it in. And then that will end our frog unit. And then we are going to practice our sounds and sounds. So our sight words that start with TH. We'll be doing those ones today, and then the ones that end in sh. These ones on the bottom are not sight words. Sorry, there's extras that were left on there from last time. And then practice reading Chuck and Tom. I listened to a lot of the students read yesterday, and I wrote down where kind of I think they're at just based on a quick assessment of reading over the computer. So your child needs to work on reading this. I don't know if I'm going to keep this book for next week too, but possibly. So when you're turning in packets, please only turn in the packets. I do not need the sight words back. I do not need the book back at this time. I don't think I'm going to take that book back anyways. I'm not 100%. But hold on to the sight words. Hold on to the book. Put it in their sight word folder, because worst comes to shove, then you can just give me back the sight word folder at the end with the book in it. And then any crafts that we normally do, you don't have to give me the craft. You can keep the craft. Those are not things I'm grading. Those are things that you can keep. So yeah, and then packets will not probably be done tomorrow. I'm waiting for them to reset the copy machine at school, but they will be done at some point this weekend. I'm just not sure when. It's based on when they can get in and do the copy machine before I can use it. So please be patient. All right, thank you. Have a good weekend.